Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. The fake K-bar update review. And while we're at it, I thought we'd test out our Kumika kit that I recently got from them. This is a set that's got 4 transmitters and 1 receiver, and the receiver is hooked into my iPad. And so I thought, let's give that a test. But this is more about the fake K-bar. And I've watched a lot of videos and there's been a lot of controversy on the real K-bar as to whether or not it's worth the money, because it's like a $200 knife in Canada. And I got this fakie for like 50 bucks over at Ecotrex Army Surplus, and really, other than the side of a marking on here and a little bit on the case, I mean, you really can't tell them the difference either way. One thing I do notice about some of the fake K-bars and the real one is you can see the tang on the back on here, and on the fake one they say they glued on the back thing. Now, I've beaten the hell out of this thing a couple of times, and I even literally cut down a 3-inch diameter tree with this thing just by hacking away at it, and literally it kept its edge really good. It was so really sharp. But either way, I touched it up anyhow, just in case, because you never know. And besides, you never know when you're going to need it, and better to make darn sure that your edge is sharp. But it was still really sharp, still cutting paper. So, hey, you know what? I would say that's a win-win for a frickin' fake. Now, the one disappointment, of course, on the K-bar, even on the real one, is it's technically not a full tang. The tang is, it's all one piece of steel. Right through and through, but the tang inside is kind of narrow. But I mean, they kind of had to do that in order to put this kind of a handle on there, I guess. So you got to kind of deal with it. And it is all stacked leather. Even on the fake one, it is stacked leather, the same as the real one. But you know what? I got to be honest with you. I think 50 bucks is a better way to go than spending almost $200. I mean, seriously, like, it is a good knife. It had no problem hacking through that 3-inch diameter tree, so I'm thinking, well, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? But I've also cut little bits of rope and stuff with this thing, and yeah, it's good. It's gonna hold its edge really well. So I'm not sure what kind of steel they actually used in the fake one, because there's no markings at all. But whatever it is, it's definitely a little bit better than standard 440. So maybe it's a 420, maybe it's some other grade level, but who knows. But it does sharpen an edge really good, and it keeps it really, really nice. So you could definitely put this thing through a little bit of abuse. And I even whipped her into the tree a couple of times too, and that was kind of fun actually. Yeah, it's a fine knife, so I would say I would recommend it, especially over spending almost $200 on a real one, and this one seems to be holding up just fine and dandy. I mean, who cares if it's a real K-bar? Sometimes you can actually spend less and get more for your money, or get the equivalent to it, right? But there are other times where you spend more money, you get garbage. You spend less money, you get garbage. This one seems to be kind of like the point where you can definitely spend less money and still get a really, really good knife that's going to do a really great job for you in the end. And, like I said, I was really at that tree, and nothing came loose. It's still, everything's tight as a doornail. No problems with the pommel at all, like zero. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you find one of these fakies, give them a chance. Now, if you are in Canada, like I am, if you have an Army surplus nearby, I'm sure they'll probably have a fake one in the case for about 50 bucks, because that's about what they should be going for on average. I got mine, like I said, at Ecotrex Army Surplus. Now, that particular one is located kind of in between North Bay and Callander. So if you live in North Bay, you go down Pinewood Drive, you know exactly where Ecotrex is on the right-hand side going that way. And if you're coming from Callander into North Bay, through Pinewood Drive, then obviously it's going to be on your left-hand side. And they got some pretty cool stuff there too, other than just this thing. They got other cool knives. They've got a lot of Army surplus type of stuff, right? What I'm going to be looking for is some ammo tins because, well, just as a news flash, I wrote my pal and passed. Yeah, 98%. I'll do a separate video on there. And I did 100% on my practicals, so yeah, thumbs up on that one. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of my paperwork to come in, because you still got to do the main application and all that other garbage and pay the fees. And so, but if you're looking for a decent little knife that's not going to break the bank and is going to handle a lot of stuff, then yep, I would say definitely I would recommend something like this. If that's what you're after, okay? Not everybody likes this style of a knife. Personally, I was looking for something more like what my father had when I was younger, but yeah, good luck. Did find his pocket knife, though. The same exact pocket knife. That I found out at a pawn shop the other day. Didn't buy it, though, because I'm kind of like, well, I'm not really that interested, so. But anyway, also let me know what you think of the Kamika set being hooked into my iPad directly. Now I have a 10th generation iPad that I'm using, and so this is what we get out of this thing for audio quality direct into the system. So anyways, thanks so much for watching and hanging out. Stay tuned for more videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.